is. Keep it going. So James is right. That's Otis. Now, most individuals who've read the first few chapters, they have a gripe with Otis. They don't like Otis. And that's okay. All of these characters have much development to undergo.
Well, as I said when we discussed this a few weeks back with Otis, I felt, he's so hapless that he's going to come good in some way that I can't predict. But he's almost being built up to suddenly show his worth in some way that you just can't predict from the early chapters. And I'm happy with that.
He also strikes me as terrified, just very scared, and trying to establish himself as dominant. Maybe because he lacks the feeling of being confident. Yeah, something.
See, there's so many layers to what you just said. I want to go back to what I said originally. Write what you know. That's what I did. These characters exist. One way or another, they exist in my life, and they're a hodgepodge of the people in my life. And so when you say certain things like that sounds like insecurity, I laugh because you might be spot on. Or you could be wrong. I don't know. It's just for me. It's like, this is how this character would do it, though. I have no idea what that is. Maybe it is insecurity, and that's what you're telling me. I'm picking up, right? And I love that because people are complex, or complicated creatures, and I want these people to be super complicated.
He seems like the type of guy that most of the readers would be like if they were in that situation. I like to think that we would be the, join the rebellion and become the warriors and whatever. Probably would be scared to death to do something like that. I know I would. So he seems like the type of character that I think most, probably the reason he sets off so many readers is because in ways they are like him. They would be.
I think it's a very good point.
Whoa.
Yeah, I like that.
That's deep.
Well, I mean,
Thank you.
I've been talking about various dramas in recent weeks, and only just recently come to the realization, which is a bit late because I'm 60, that the most good dramas and comedies have an everyman, a person that you relate to in a world that's weird, somebody who reacts to that world in exactly the same way that you think any normal human being would. And it depends on what dramas you're familiar with. Yeah, but if you know Faulty Towers, Polly, the maid, is she just sees the world in exactly the same way that we do. None of the other characters do. They're all bonkers. Yeah. Life of Brian. Brian is like, please tell me what to do. I don't understand this world. Yeah, he's like us. And I get that. I get the feeling this could be the situation here. Yeah, where you think, I'm nothing special either. I'd struggle in exactly the same way this guy's struggling.
If I could,
great thoughts. Go ahead.